In this video we will take a look at the new sling that we have at NOVRITSCH.com. You would say, it's just a sling, I can put my rifle on it and that's it. Well, technically yes, but this one has some neat little features and options that I want to show you. You will see that it comes with two adapters that have a hook, and it also comes with two adapters that have a QD. I have two different styles of rifle. I will show you at the end all the different options, how you can attach it. Now let's first look at the sling and the individual parts. So let's start with these adapters, I'm gonna call them. You can detach them and you can choose whatever adapter you want, and you can also mix and match depending on your rifle setup and where you need what. Now when we look at the first adapter, the hook one, you will see that the hook is covered with elastic. This one is there to prevent anything to get into the mechanism opening itself when you don't want it to open, and it also prevents it from rattling. When it's attached to a rifle, basically the elastic will touch it and it will not do too many sounds that we don't want when we are trying to be sneaky. So that's how it looks. Here, this one, standard QD, and you can mix and match. The buckle here is exactly the same. Now moving on both sides we have these loops, which means that you can attach the hook to this side. You can also attach the hook here on this side. You can set it up the way you want. Now moving on, you will also see that here we have bungee cord, and this one is longer, and on this side it's shorter. The longer one is meant to go under your armpit and give you a little bit more flexibility when you need it, and this one is meant to be on the top to hold the rifle. I will show you later how it looks on my body. Now what I want to say is that the bungee is actually very strong and solid. Unlike the flimsy ones that you can see somewhere, we actually went all in and put a proper bungee. If I put them like this, it's actually very hard to stretch them all the way. So it will keep your rifle close to your body, but it will give you the give when you need to do something with the rifle that requires a little bit more space. Then here we have triangular connecting pieces on both sides. You can actually also take this hook and you can hook it right here if you have a purpose to do so. You know, maybe you want extra long, maybe you have a unusual rifle, and this gives you the options. So just know that you can also hook it here. Now moving on, we have the adjustment, so I can adjust it right here. This is actually the shortest configuration. I will show you the longest one in a second. Moving on, here we have padding with anti-slip rubber. This is nice. It doesn't really let my finger slide. If it's on textile, it's gonna be nice and it will hold it in place. If you don't like these, for some reason, you can also easily remove them just like this, and then you have it off. Now also, oops, wrong way, we also have MOLLE attachment here, so if you want to put a tourniquet on your sling, people do that, you can put it here. Or maybe you want to put a dead rag on it to mark that you got hit. You can also put it on the sling, because maybe you are not wearing MOLLE on your top part and you want the dead rag to be up there. This gives you the options. Now when it comes to the adjustment itself, this is the shortest configuration. I can basically pull it all the way to the other side, which is gonna be the longest configuration, and as you can see, this one is pretty long. So we have plenty of adjustment range. Now how I run it is like this. So I'm gonna put it back together, and now I'm gonna show you actually how it looks on my body and what we can do with it, and we will also put some rifles on it. So like I mentioned, the short bungee will go on my shoulder and this will go in my armpit. So it's gonna look like this. And when I want single point configuration, I'm basically just gonna hook it here. Now this is a single point. I can choose either a hook, let's say for the SSR9, here we can add a hook, or I can choose the QD mount. So I'm gonna choose the QD mount. I'm gonna take the SSQ22, connect it here in the back, and now I have a sling that's gonna hold my rifle. Oops, microphone. I have to be careful with the microphone, but it's gonna hold my rifle in the one-point sling configuration. Now, let's say that I want to make it a two-point sling. I don't need the hook. I can exchange it for QD, and I can clip it here in the front, and suddenly I have a 2-point sling just like that. The adapters are included, which gives you plenty of options. Now we will switch to a hook configuration, because we have the SSR9 here as well. So I'm gonna attach the hooks. I'm gonna connect it here for 1-point sling, which is more suitable for shorter guns in my opinion. And I'm gonna connect it here, and suddenly I have the SSR9 DSG on there with the hook. So this is the beauty of the modular system that we have with this sling. You get all the adapters that you need, you get hooks. It is a very universal system. And the bungee, actually the bungee, forgot to show you. I'm gonna use the SSQ for that, because that allows me to attach it in the front as well as in the back. And I will show you the range of the bungee. So hopefully you can see it. I'm gonna turn sideways, and now I can basically do this, and this is how much give it gives me. And you can see that my hands are actually shaking, so the bungee is actually very strong, very solid, which is what I like about it as well. Last but not least, you see that the padding actually slides pretty much over the whole thing, so you can position it exactly where you want it on your shoulder to kind of make it easier on the shoulder. Or if you have something on the molly, nothing is actually preventing me to have the molly here, and whatever I have attached is accessible. So up to you. You can position this sling exactly the way you like it. If you are in the market for a sling, well, consider this one. Maybe it fits the bill just right.